Now.
We down here on Radio 1 with my friend.
Yes.
Yes, my sister, Kenya Brown, at 93.1 FMWZAK.
That's right. Say it with your chest.
Yes. Say it loud. Say
It's
it
the
loud and
building,
proud.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, what's happening?
Man, I've been doing it, and just cold weather out here is.
And like,
You know.
we know this is gonna happen every
Mhm.
single year, but still, the first day it snows, I'm always like, ah.
I know.
Yes.
Because a lot of I'm like, it's so oppressive, it's ridiculous. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I've been with Cleveland State, you know, and
Yeah.
rubbing elbows, you know, and doing interviews. But when I seen that was it Barack Obama
Yeah.
and the Secretary of State,
Yes.
Hillary Clinton.
You know, I started off in politics, which is really not something that I saw myself in as politics. But my first job, I was going to school at Cleveland State University. And I got an opportunity to work with MSNBC for Hardball with Chris Matthews. So I ended up asking them, like, can I just come on the road with you? I just want to work with you. I want to do whatever it is. I'll go get the coffee. I'll go get the paper. Whatever it is, I'll do it.
Hustling.
And so I was like, let me know when you're going to be on this side of the country, and I'll come. So the next one, they were going to be in PA, and it was, I think it was a show with maybe Jack Welch from GE. But anyways, I was all in. Got the hotel where they were staying and everything. And because it was a high-profile interview at the time, the executive producer was there, Phil Griffin, and he said, like, who is this girl? And they like, it's the girl that we picked up in Cleveland at the school. And he said, well, they told him, they said she paid her own way here. She drove from Cleveland to PA, and she stayed in the same hotel. He said, what? He said, I like that. He said, pay for all her stuff and bring her on the tour. So I ended up working for Hardball with Chris Matthews for about 8 years.
Talking about hustling every day, I'm hustling.
Listen, you got to get it. And there's no clear path in entertainment. You got to get it, how you live it. So you see an opening, you better walk through that door because it might close.
And then, see, this is something I did not know. See, a lot of people see you and, you know, and hear you on the radio, but what they did not know about that, you know, Bling TV.
Oh, that was so much fun.
I remember, see, I had no idea.
Yeah, we created Bling TV. My hubby, Reno Brown, he had the Cotton Club back in the day.
I remember.
So, and I was in school. I was in doing communications at Cleveland State. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I couldn't travel all the time with MSNBC. I would go in whenever they would allow me to come for shows and things. So we made our own show. And, you know, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And we just had everybody in hip hop at the time. We worked with Z1079 at the time. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work.
I bet.
Yeah. After that show ended, I don't think I went out the house for about 6 months. It was a lot. It was a lot.
But see, that landed you with interviews, you know.
We got the big interviews, but what I was most proud of about that show was we got a chance to showcase a lot of Cleveland talent. We had Q Nice, that was one of our hosts. We had, who do you know now? I mean, we had Robin Simone from the station. We had so many people. And then the groups, they got a chance to come on and perform their original music. And, you know, we did auditions. It was just a whole fun vibe. We had Courtney G, rest in peace. We had just so many different just Cleveland names. MC Brains did the intro for the show, so it was really good.
Shout out to MC Brains.
Yeah, what's up?
You know, and then said, you know, you interviewed Russell Simmons, 50 Cent, Ludacris, Lil' Kim, and so on and so on.
And so on and so on. It's weird how it happens. Like, you call forward these ideas in your head of what you would like to see, and then sometimes it just ends up so much bigger.
Mhm.
You know, we were like, what if we could get, this artist, and then that artist turned into another artist, and then everybody was calling us at one point. It was like no concert or anything could come into the city without people calling us and
Mhm.
saying, you want to get this interview. So the footage we had was used for Gerald Levert's um, Uncensored, I think it was, whatever they did for him. But I mean, it was a good time.
Man, rest up, Gerald, man. Wow. We used to do some modeling shows together.
Yeah,
You know, yeah.
big personality.
Yes.
Big
And
personality.
he had some little singing groups under his belt too, that he
Absolutely.
took under his wing.
Those some big names coming out of Cleveland.
Yes.
Root Boys. We
Yep.
had Men at Large. And
Mhm.
so many people that were influenced by Gerald Levert. Of course, we had Levert, rest in peace, Gerald and Sean.
Yes.
Yeah, we missed both of those, but
Man.
I think we had it better back in the day. We had more fun than
We did.
than y'all kids having today. I'm sorry, but Cleveland was more fun then. But yes,
Yeah, we had more fun, especially coming up. Want to stay outside, play outside.
listen.
Soon as the sunrise, he wanted to be outdoors. Didn't want to come back indoors at night.
Do you remember after the club, you used to be able to go get something to eat?
Yep.
You used to be able to go to like Peter Pan's and
Mhm.
go get you some chicken wings. I don't know. I can't stay up past 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
now.
it comes with age, but no.
Listen, that's a Fendi
No.
fact.
But yeah, because I remember I used to stay up to like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, see the sun
and,
coming up.
Yeah, and then lay down for an hour and jump back up and feel like I got 8 hours of sleep.
Bruh, I used to go to work. I worked at the bank. I would go have breakfast after the club and still go to work. So,
Mhm.
hey, shout
Yeah.
out National City back in the day.
Yeah, but I know the question you asked me before about by me doing this. I'm like, always been laid back forever, and
Yes.
and still is, but it was one guy kept telling me. He kept saying, "Well, you come on my show, come on my show."
Yeah.
I said, "No, man, I ain't about to no." Cause he was always talking about bodybuilding. I don't do that no more, man. That was way back in the day. I'm 100 years old now, man. I don't, so.
You better quit playing.
So I finally came on this show. But when I put them headphones on and got to talking to the mic, I'm like,
It was magic.
it was.
Really?
It really was. And I was like, oh. And I said, I'm also doing a lot myself, so this is a time for me to do this, help other people get on the platform, and also get myself out there, like advertise.
Absolutely.
So I'm like,
Every sale starts with yourself. Every sale.
yes.
So no matter what
Yes.
it is. But
Yes.
yeah, I'm glad that you decided to step out on faith and just
Mhm.
come on over here to the entertainment side, and I'm very happy for
'Cause
that.
every time I step out on the runway, before that, I get butterflies. I don't know what it is. It just,
And runway, honey, I'm talking major. Like, this man has been on billboards. I'm so proud of you. We're both
Thank
models
you.
for David Ford.
yes, shout out to David Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just to see all of the things because I remember years ago, I think you offered bodyguard
Mhm.
services,
Yep.
and now you're doing it. This is so dope. And now you don't need a bodyguard. You could just you could beat them up yourself.
Yep.
So yes.
Yes. I'm very humble, and I thank God every day. Especially what I've been through. Especially the hospital thing.
That was insane. Yes.
It was insane.
Yes. But you still had a reason to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You still had a message to get out there, so you still here, brother.
Yes.
Happy for that.
And that's a blessing. If it weren't for my business partner, Kiki Lauderdale, thank you.
Yes, thanks for calling, girl.
Yeah, she saved my life, man, because
Yes.
I was just about gone.
Yeah.
Before she made that phone call. So.
You know, a lot of people, they put a lot of weight on things that you see, on waiting for someone to tell you something, but we have so much intelligence that is just born in us, that sixth sense, that when you feel something, act on it, because you just never know. Like you said, that young lady ended up saving your life because not because you said, hey, call 911. It was because she felt something. And I think we tend to push down what we feel, but it could be really important.
Yes, because she wasn't up here. She way down in Texas, you know, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you gotta listen to those voices, definitely.
You know, it's just crazy out here because you never know. You never know.
You never know.
And I always tell this story, you know, like, because I'm, like you say, glad I'm here. Thank God, you know, but testimonies and certain things that you say on the radio, you never know who's listening.
Oh, absolutely.
Because one day I was on the radio and this girl called into my show and she was kind of whimpering in a way. But she said, thank you for saving my life. And I'm like, huh? I'm like,
what'd you do?
Yeah, so she said she listened to me all the time, and there's certain things that I say, how I talk. She said she was thinking about she was going to take her life. Yes, she said she was going to take her life, but she's something about what I was saying on the radio saved her.
You never know what message that you have.
Yeah, so I was like, that hit me, man. I was like,
absolutely.
Wow.
I agree.
So how long you been doing this, you know, the radio thing? And...
Oh, that's a whole long journey. So, I think as far as me actually being in front of the camera, because I was always producer minded. You know, I'm always the one behind the scenes. What needs to be done? Okay, this shot needs to be set up like this. This needs to happen. This needs to happen. We need to call this person. This needs to go up on social media. Whatever it is. That's just how my mind works. But I started getting opportunities to get in front of the camera and do other things. I think that one of the first times with radio was with Errol Porter, Kenyon Johnson. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out.
We did Cleveland Talk Sports. We did sports. At the time, listen here, let me tell y'all something. I ain't know nothing about sports at the time, so I said, listen here. I said, let me brush up. But that's the thing is, opportunities present themselves. And it's up to you as to whether you can say, oh, that's out of my wheelhouse, I can't do it, or, all right, let's go, because you came into my life for some reason. So let's go, let's figure this out. So started watching, and I had to figure out, like, what was my perspective? You know, I wasn't the hardcore sports person that, you know, could recall stats from back in 1938 or something like that. So I had to figure out how to connect with women, or, you know, not every man was a sports nut, but they might watch some stuff. So I had to figure out my own voice. That was my first entree into that world. But, you know, it's gone from one show to another show, and somehow it hasn't let me go yet. But I've been here at ZAK for 5 years.
Nice.
With Sam Silk.
Yeah, shout out to Sam. Shout out to Sam Silk.
Yeah, my girl Bijou Star. So yeah, we do it.
Shout out, man, to everybody, the whole team. You know, you guys are awesome. We listen to you guys all the time. Everybody at work and this and that. It just be so funny and stuff like that, you know, and certain things you say, and you know, it's like a family. Even if somebody haven't ever met you guys, it's like a family. You know.
Yeah, I think that
it's good vibes.
Any producer, you know, that's the most you could hope for is cohesiveness, and you know, people that can work together well, and they both work well together, and you know, they teach me a lot. So it is like a family, you know what I mean? You just all feed on each other's strengths and make the whole team stronger. That's why we're number one.
Number one.
Yeah.
So have you had any encouragement, whatever is out there, that anybody trying to do whatever they trying to do?
Yeah.
You know, whether it's sing and rap and radio. I mean, no matter what good advice would you tell
Outwork everybody.
them?
You know, a lot of people will come along and you'll think, okay, that's not for me. I don't have talent in that area, but don't worry about that. If it's been presented to you, if someone gives you an opportunity to do something, then you cherish that opportunity. And when you get a chance to get in the door, you work your ass off. You make sure that you take care of their reputation because they're the ones that recommended you, and you make sure that you're always doing things to move your life forward and figure out what that opportunity, how it's supposed to fit into your life. But that's the biggest thing. Work your ass off. I know it's so many people that have more talent than me, more time than me, but there's not many people that can outwork me, and I can say that with confidence.
Yeah. So just a little bit brief, on the what's that happy hour thing?
It's relationship hour.
Okay, relationship
Tuesdays at Silk.
Nice.
So people can come at Silks 21300 Libby Road. We start off at about 7 o'clock, but I think people need to talk these days. I think we've gotten so extreme, so fringe that people don't want to listen to each other. It's like, okay, if you think over there, then that you not my people. But it could be your people. You just have to be able to communicate with people and understand that there's more points of view. People was raised different than you, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. But yes, come by, join the conversation. It's always fun.
Well, y'all heard her from the lady herself, Kenya Brown. All right.
What's up, y'all?
I want to thank you for
Absolutely.
sitting down with me, sis.
Yes.
And it was good talking to you again. And
hit me up, Kenya Brown Live, y'all, on TikTok and on IG. And I'm Kenya Brown, the one with that calf shape t-shirt hat on ZAK. So make sure you check me out.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all check out Solon Park Radio Show every Thursday, 7 p.m. All right. God bless you guys. Peace. Yeah.